Don't be scared.
Yeah.
I see you very hesitant.
Let's start off right with this fucking Canada story, man.
Yes.
So, just so the whole podcast knows, we were supposed to go to Canada, do a podcast in Canada, and have a great birthday weekend with OGT.
OGT.
Somebody's enhanced didn't come in until yesterday, and then the other guy canceled for personal reasons. So then it was just Weenie and I. So we drove up there, got some great footage on the way up. On the drive up, it was a really, really pretty drive.
Yeah, I bet, dude.
We hit the bridge. We hit 2 different bridges. It was a beautiful thing, right? We were all happy. We smoked everything we had. Tossed them out the fucking window. And then
I'm lost.
What do you mean?
I'm completely lost.
How?
I'll
how are you lost?
I'll question it after the story so
All
we
right.
can continue.
All right.
Well,
I'm fucking lost.
No. Go ahead. Why are you lost?
Find
I
out where the
thought
fuck
you
are,
guys
Bert.
were going last weekend. Or
No.
next weekend.
It was this
No,
weekend.
this
It was my
weekend that just
birthday
went by.
weekend.
Oh,
Yeah, that was
Friday.
why we were doing it.
I thought it was next weekend.
No, it was Friday.
Okay. All right.
So
I'm on track now.
October 6th through October 8th.
Yeah.
So you threw everything. You smoked everything. Throwing shit out the window.
Smoked everything, threw it out the window as we were like going over the bridge.
Yeah.
Literally just fucking threw out the window.
Yeah, literally
Just toss it.
just tossed it
Like I don't like that.
into the water and shit. But
Jesus. Well, thinking back
So we
now,
get
you
there.
probably shouldn't have done that, huh?
fuck, yeah, I shouldn't have smoked everything. Yeah. So we
High as fuck, dude.
high as fuck. He was high as fuck. My
What did
shit
you
was
get into? What
fucking
is that
pumping.
shit,
I
like?
was like,
Customs? Is that what it was?
yeah.
You guys
So we went to
stop
the
and shit?
bridge. We went over to the bridge. Had a customs. The dude right there. He was like, bonjour, blah blah blah.
That's France.
And I'm like,
No,
what up?
That's Canada. That's
Canada
why it's
speaks
French
French.
Canadian.
Yeah,
Yeah.
French
Oh.
Canadian.
Yeah, dude.
So he's like, bonjour, blah
A
blah
lot
blah.
of them speak French.
And I'm like, what up? I'm like, hi. Like,
Sup, motherfucker?
like I should have said some dumb shit like that,
What up,
because I was
Whitey?
gonna get, because some bullshit was about to happen.
We called him a hoser and shit.
So he's like, why are you here? Blah blah blah. And I was like, it's my birthday weekend. He goes, who is this? And I said, it's my son's best friend. He goes, where's your son? I was like, he's got some issues, and that's why he's home, and that's why he's here. They're like, okay, whatever. I got
Where's
asked
your
that.
son?
I got asked that 6 different times.
Did you?
Yes.
Well, where's
For
your son?
where's my son? And because it's an odd
It
combination.
It is.
It's
Yeah.
an odd combination.
It is.
It is.
But whatever.
But
Actually, before all of that, we were pulling in, and we're on the left side of the tolls and everything, so left side.
yeah.
And the dude tells us to go under the canopy, so it's like pitch black out, like we can't see anything. We
Anything.
pull, we
Dude,
drove
oh
past
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah, yeah.
canopy.
Listen, we drive past the guy. So this whole dude was like, "Why are you here?" Blah 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 blah. Ran our licenses then
Right.
and knew already what was gonna prescribe from us
Yeah.
already. So he was like, "Okay, you fill out this yellow piece of paper. He's gonna take this little piece of paper with you. You
Yeah.
good?
Hmm?
You want this?
Oh,
He reached for it and then he stopped and then he's just like, I don't know.
I almost punched him at least
I didn't
16
even
different
see the
times this
joint.
weekend.
Why?
Dead ass, because he's
I think it's out.
very special right now.
when I'm high, I like all the common sense go out of my
Oh, that's
out of
good,
my
dude.
head.
He
That's what
he
happens.
turns dumb.
Everybody
Like-
does it. This table's sitting sideways.
Yes,
It's
it
kind of
is.
bugging me.
Back
But
to
listen,
the-
listen. So
Yeah.
I've got a fucking drive lean going on right now.
so we get to the guy's like, okay, so you're gonna see a canopy. You're gonna pull all the way over to the canopy. You're gonna park underneath the canopy, and some customs
Right,
officers
right.
will come
That's
and
what happens when you go to
and
Canada.
we'll do this.
I want-
You know. So
Yeah.
I pull, and I'm like, well, where's the fuck is this thing? Some lady who's coming from way over here, coming all the way at me, and I'm like, what the fuck's going on? And it's like one other car, dude, and I'm like, what is going on? So I was like, where is this place? I don't see a way to get in, right? So we're driving slowly past the fucking thing, and all of a sudden, the fucking, they fucking lit off the sirens and everything,
Set
dog.
off
That's
the
just funny.
alarm.
Yes, like the guy,
Trying
like
to
it literally.
sneak into fucking Canada.
We pulled in
We
at
pulled
the
in.
exit.
We pulled in the exit.
Nice,
But
dude.
part of it
Oh,
parked all the way at the end. The customs officer was like, "You want to pull out and go all the way to A?"
that's
And I'm like,
fucking
"I am
hilarious.
so sorry. No,
So that was
you're
a
good. You're good."
clusterfuck from the beginning.
From the
dude.
beginning, it was fucked.
That's good.
I was high as shit. Like,
How did I get a spider?
So
What the little baby? That's a tick, but that's not a spider.
That's a spider.
You sure? That looks like a tick.
So, anyways,
Yeah, dude.
so
My bad.
we get stopped. There was 4 customs officers.
Mm-hmm.
The woman turned around. She walked away, kind of like this, smiling or some shit. Oh, fuck is that?
She
Anyways,
was one of the officers.
she was one of the officers. She went back in the building.
She's bad.
She's kind of hot.
Hmm.
She's kind of a bad bitch.
She baddie. She baddie.
So then,
I feel like I'm hunchback. I'm
Kinda.
most definitely hunchback. Huh.
so then,
Yep.
So this is all on Friday?
this is all on Friday night.
All right.
At like
Um,
fucking 9 o'clock. at night,
No. It was before that because
What-
we
what-
spent an hour and a half there. So we got
Oh,
there.
yeah.
We got to customs at like 7:30.
dude. Okay.
What
And we
time
still
y'all-
had a whole nother hour drive to Toronto.
Right.
What time did y'all leave New York?
We left New York at 4.
4, yeah.
Oh shit. Okay.
He called me
4:30.
at my house. He was at my house. I was just getting out of work. He called me. He's like, "Hey, there's no mail today." I was like, "Oh, sweet." He's like, "We're just gonna go." I said, "Okay."
And
we
we
didn't
just
even
left
get back
there.
to his house till
Have
like
fun.
midnight. That's part of the story.
Yeah.
You know,
hold
that's how dumb I am, is because I didn't connect just going up there with no ID until you just said something
So
again.
Nice.
we were up there, and these 3 officers. One officer took our IDs and went inside and started doing shit, whatever, with our IDs. The other 2 officers went through my entire car. Like,
Searched everything.
searched everything. He lifted the fucking spare tire, everything, dude.
Okay.
Through my
Like,
bags,
went
that
through
It's
our
not as easy
bags,
as you would think.
everything.
I got a question for that.
Yes.
Do they?
I
is
took
that like?
I took my machete and I took the alcohol that was already in the
Oh
car
my god.
out
Ow.
Oh,
and
okay.
left
I
it
thought
at the
you-
house.
Is that like
Smart.
is that like random search, or do they do that to everybody?
They do it to everybody that
That's
comes
new,
that
yeah.
comes
Yeah.
in that's new that comes
Oh,
into the
okay,
country
okay.
because it's my first time.
They won't do it to like French Canadians or whatever.
Right.
People coming back and forth all the time.
See, I always thought you can get in, but it's
So-
the bitch getting out.
No,
Well, that's what the enhance is for. The enhance is actually to come out of Canada to return to the U.S.
Okay. And if you don't have that, then you can't
Stuck in
come
Canada.
out.
Well, you wouldn't got in to begin with, but
Yeah.
the main reason to have the enhance is to be able
just
to cross
travel,
back
cross back and
Okay.
forward and all
into the
that.
U.S. from Canada.
And
Alright.
fly and go into
So
government
the
buildings.
guy took
now.
your shit.
The
He
guy
went
took our
back
shit.
in.
Went inside. These 2 guys went through. It took like 15 minutes to go through my entire car,
Right.
and they're kind of like And of course, I don't know why these motherfuckers were laughing, but they were laughing the entire fucking time.
Oh, because you're filthy Americans. Is
You can
why.
finish it. Go ahead. Go ahead. You
Yeah.
good.
Oh shit.
Way
So,
to butt that Hodge.
He's gonna.
I'll ask you for it
Um,
later.
Yeah.
and we were like 10 to 15 feet away from the car, and then him and I were 10 to 15 feet apart from each other.
Right.
Yeah.
So we were like here. So like here's the car. Here's the car. Here's me. Here's Weenie.
Right. So separated everybody.
Separated everybody,
from
dude.
the- right.
So as they were walking back in, of course, you know, I'm nervous as fuck. For one,
Same.
for two,
Yeah, right, dude.
like
You
for
leaving
two,
the country for
right.
the first time, dude.
like for two, I started small talk with these dudes. I was like, when do you think they're gonna go electric with everything?
Yeah,
Like,
dude.
I don't know why I
Trying to kill
decided.
that super awkward
Right.
silence.
Right.
Make yourself feel
Yeah.
better.
Random old guy, small talk.
Yeah,
Electric cars, that's the future.
Meanwhile, the old guy's like, shut the fuck
yeah.
up.
As they were trying to go back inside, you're like, just whatever.
All right.
They were like, we don't know, and kind of just kept it wild. Have a good weekend, guys. Like blah blah blah.
Right.
And
Being
then
super friendly, eh?
super friendly, eh?
Oh, stereotypical, bro. They sound just like a
Dude, they
don't.
stereotypical
I can't
Canadian,
go.
bro.
I can't
And
go.
then-
oh, dude, that'd be so
And
fun.
then we
bro.
sat out there
So
alone
talk to them
for
like
like
them.
10 minutes alone.
Just
And
waiting,
then
not
just
knowing.
waiting, not knowing nothing. Guy comes out, one of the officers comes out, hey guys, you want to go through that door down at the end? And I'm like, all right.
Can I get my car
So
yet?
as
Because you
he's-
guys are making me nervous.
As
Like,
I'm
getting nervous listening.
as I'm walking, I'm
You're
like,
like,
and
I'm
I
going
said
to jail.
and I said something to Weenie, and I said, watch us like that, and I turned around, the dude is still standing there
Watching you.
watching
Yeah.
us. And I'm like they already know what the fuck is about to happen.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So we go in there, we sit down, you know, ladies, can I help you? And I was told that there, okay, have a seat, whatever. Sit there and we watch some fake ass Canadian football.
for an hour.
For an
Fake-ass
hour.
With
Canadian
no
football.
phones, no nothing.
No phones, no
What?
nothing.
They had all your shit?
They had all our shit.
Oh, dude,
Keys,
what?
everything, dog.
I'm sitting there shitting bricks.
Right?
Dude. I feel like I'm
So
about to get
10,
a fucking
15
cavity
minutes,
search.
maybe
Yeah, right,
even a
dude.
half
That
an
would've been
hour
bad.
goes by.
Right.
They call him up there. They talk to him. What did they say to you?
Oh, they said like, all they said was like, "Are you Travis Miller?" I was like, "No, I'm not Travis Miller." And they called you up.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
then they call me up there.
That's funny, dude.
Then they call me up there. What did they say? Reeves.
It is the Reeves. They said they called me up. I went
Yeah,
up.
sent you up and then
and then
asked you if you were Travis.
Yeah,
Miller.
literally.
So then they call me up and
What
they're
the
like,
fuck?
Yeah,
I'm not-
I'm slow as
I'm
fuck
not
today,
even
my
kidding.
guy. My bad.
They
but
called
that shit
his
is-
name to come up and then
To
asked him if he was
someone
Travis.
else.
Yeah,
Yes.
dude. What?
No, I'm not even joking. That's what
Welcome to
happened.
Canada.
so then they called me up there and I walked up there and it was like,
Ask if you were.
Yeah.
the dude was straight up fuck. Who signed the check?
We'll check.
20 years ago, I signed my wife's
That's what
name.
he started with?
Yes. 20
What?
years ago, I signed my first wife's name on a check,
Right.
which apparently is a federal offense.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's forgery.
It's forgery in the 3rd degree.
On a.
We were married at the time. I didn't think nothing of it.
Right.
Signed it, cashed it, spent it, whatever.
Oh.
She got pissed one day and had me arrested.
Told on you about it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Did you get actually charged and
Yes.
processed and
Yes.
everything?
Yes. I've been to Auburn.
So maybe that's why.
This is why.
But
no,
that's
I'm
still
saying,
not
but
100%
that, maybe
why.
that's why it's not gone yet, even being 20 years ago, because it was a
But
federal
I
crime.
went to court and the judge was like, honestly,
You didn't tell me what it was.
he's like,
but-
honestly, he's like, it's $1,200. Pay her $600 and it's dropped.
yeah, but anything federal, I don't think it's
So-
wiped away like that.
So now I thought it had been dropped. 20 years goes by, like nobody ever bothered me about it or nothing because it's a misdemeanor here. It was dropped down from forgery in the 3rd
Right.
to something totally different. But
Right.
in Canada, it's still forgery in the 3rd, and in Canada, it's worth 10 years in prison.
Damn.
So
My guy.
so the dude was like, "Who signed the check?"
Mm.
And I'm like, "I did." He's like, "Okay," and turned immediately around and walked away. I'm like standing there like, all right, whatever. So I went and sat
What,
down.
dude? It's
Went sat back down. 45 minutes
Was it
goes
as
by.
odd and as
Yes.
as you're
100%.
saying?
weird.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah, like
Weird.
a
Yeah.
super
Yes.
weird first
There
time
was like a
experience.
family,
that.
an Indian family behind
Dickheads,
us.
bro.
Like behind us, and they were like,
Sounds
ah, la, la, la. Like, and they, they're like,
Same
oh, you're
exact
good.
same thing.
Your guys are good.
Right.
You guys could go. He had something expunged. His personal life, that
So if you
Indian
would've
dude, whatever.
went through all that shit to get it done, you would have been in
I
the
would have
same
been in.
shit.
I would have spent the weekend there. We would have had a blast.
Yeah.
But I didn't realize that it was a serious crime in Canada. It's worth 10 years
Tried
in
to cross
prison.
the border as a violent criminal.
I am considered a violent criminal in Canada.
Meanwhile, what time was it when we were like sitting there for an hour just watching
It
games,
was
football?
like 8:40 when we left.
Yeah. Meanwhile,
PM.
no phones. My buddy is on his way,
Yeah.
so finally get my phone back. Call him. He's like,
Hold on,
halfway.
wait. Hold on.
All right.
So he calls me up 45 minutes later, calls me back up. He's like, okay, I'm going to explain something to you. I'm like, okay.
45
He hands me
minutes.
these two pieces of paper. He goes, this is a voluntary leave the country. We'll let you go, sign your name, we'll let you go. If you decide to fight this, you will be arrested tonight
Why would
and you will
why would
spend
you want to?
you will spend 10 years in prison.
In Canada.
Yes. I was like,
I bet you they don't have no chicken tenders or
Bro, I was
pretzels
like, where the
in
pen at?
Canada's jail.
literally, that's the first thing out of where the pen at.
It may not be bad. You might wake up to crepes and shit every morning, dude. Fucking nice fresh squeezed juice.
What's ironic about that? It was like the nicest deportation ever.
Okay. That makes sense. Motherfuckers got
So
kicked out before they got in.
I signed a piece of
That's
paper. He was like, okay, so here's your keys back. Blah 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 blah. You will be met by an officer when you go outside.
Like escorted out.
You will be escorted out of the country. And the cop, the officer comes to me, or I walk out. He was like, blah blah blah. And I'm like, yep. He's like, okay. So what we're gonna do is, you're gonna follow me. We're gonna go across the bridge. Now I'm gonna flash my fancy lights and all that, and
right.
we're gonna go through the gates, and I'm gonna go to the left, and you're gonna go to the right, and you're gonna
Continue on.
Continue
Continue
on.
fucking back to America.
so
Yeah, dude.
so that happened. He shined his light, blah blah blah.
Continue down.
We went all the way back down through American customs. The guy, this dude was big old fat white, like big fat white dude, like typical country American dude, right?
I would have went off on the American side, but like, y'all motherfuckers couldn't tell me this bullshit
Right,
before
so-
I tried crossing.
They would have had to know, right?
Something.
So I handed him the
So
white
bitches.
paper. He was okay. Blah blah blah.
Fucking
blah.
traitors, dude.
2 seconds later, hands me everything. He was okay. Bye. And we went back. This motherfucker, he's like, that was the nicest deportation
That's
ever.
fucking great.
And
I
I
mean,
lost it. I
it's super
lost it. I was
cool.
laughing my ass off. Went down to Wendy's because we were hungry as fuck.
Oh yeah.
And this is when he called his friend, and
And then I called him. He was like halfway, like probably like half an hour, because he lives like in Kitchener area, which is like a town over from Toronto.
Right.
He's like halfway down. I call him. He's like, ah man, like shit. Fuck.
What? That
All
sucks, dude. 'cause
Disappointed,
he-
bro. I felt
How
so
long?
bad.
How long of a drive was it for him to
For-
get?
it was only an hour for
Yeah,
him
about
though.
4 or 5
Only an
minutes.
hour though
Yeah.
for absolutely
Yeah.
nothing.
For to chill at the house all weekend long.
No,
'cause
I'm
you
saying
guys,
for him to get on his way, get halfway there, and be like, and then turn around and go home.
yeah,
He's probably not
Yeah.
happy either, dude.
nah,
I
he
would have
wasn't.
been
That's-
pissed. Like,
Yeah.
Big.
like, no, you motherfuckers are lying. You were never coming here. Fuck you
Yeah,
guys.
for real, dude.
Bow.
He was pretty upset. He really was.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah, he was like, bro,
That's shitty, dude. It's a little.
Bruh.
Yeah, that's a whole.
weekend.
Yeah.
Bruh,
he
it's a
was
whole
talking about
weekend
his parents
shot.
about that.
Fuck.
He was talking about his parents about that. Like, yeah, two dudes from New York are gonna come up and we're gonna hang out a week.
Right.
Like, they're like super sketched out because that's how we met with through the internet.
Well, yeah, he said internet New York, and that's all his parents heard was like, oh, you're gonna get robbed. dude.
You're gonna
Bro.
die.
They're
You're
gonna
gonna
take
die this
everything you
weekend.
had. You can be on a fucking episode
I gave
of
his
Canadian
parents first
60
name,
Minutes,
last name,
dude.
phone
Like,
number.
So what
holy
would it
fuck.
be like? Would it be 60 minutes still?
Probably 59 and a half
Yeah, the
minutes.
time zone's different, right?
They don't.
Halfway across the
It's all
equator,
metric,
not
so
really.
they don't even use minutes as a form of time. Like,
Hey, look at the sun.
yeah.
They have shadow dials and shit outside.
So listen,
these
look,
motherfuckers.
so the whole night was kind of shot and all that.
Yeah.
Fucked up. We didn't get home till like 1 o'clock in the morning.
Oh.
I didn't sleep at all. Like I tossed and turned. My mind was
Pissed.
racing.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
mad as shit the whole
Oh, yeah, I
fucking
would've
night.
been heated,
I had
bro.
no drugs, no weed
No
to smoke, no
drugs.
nothing.
I passed out.
He
Yeah.
said we went in there. He passed the fuck out.
You
like
got nothing else to do, man.
mad
I
as
would've
fuck
started drinking
all
again.
night long. I was pissed the fuck off. I forgot that I had the Jameson
Oh.
right over there too.